Hey, what's up, guys? Crypto FUD. Today we're going to look at Bolt Anu. Is this going to be the next 10x meme coin? I guess only time will tell. But pulling up the charts, looking at this fairly new chart, looks like it only goes back, just last year, somewhere around the end of last year. Looks like somewhere around November of last year, right before we really had a bad time in the market. It looks like it popped up. It bottomed out almost it bottomed out over here, but it looks like when it started, like all new coins, tokens, they will bottom out from the initial people that's bought in, maybe pre-launch, dropped, and it looks like it had a crazy run up, crazy run up, and then from there it kind of just slowly, bled out until it bottomed out sometime at the end of January. And that was just maybe about a month ago, and it looks like from there on we've had another explosive move, and that's what we're going to map out. So we are currently sitting at, and whenever I say the numbers, always take in consideration that there's 5 zeros in front of it. We're sitting at the 15 right now, 15.8. Looks like it pretty much bounced at this 382 fib line, which was around the 14.8. So it is trying to find some good support. With these fairly kind of new charts, this being only 4 or 5 months old, it is going to have to establish some support, resistance, stuff like that on its own. So as time goes on, it'll kind of form those numbers to where if you're following this project, you'll see that if that's a good support level, that's where it keeps getting stuck at on resistance. As of right now, we can only go by so much. Obviously, major support is going to be that bottom, which would be 6 zeros, 6.3. If anybody bought in right down there, they're definitely up considerably. Let's see, from where it's at right now, you're up around 150%. So that's a nice gain. What I do want to mention is that, this is one of the top searched projects right now, believe it or not, under Bitcoin and Ethereum and maybe a few other major projects. This particular project has been getting searched a lot on Google, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, stuff like that. So people definitely are interested in this project, and the market cap is, if I'm not mistaken, I just checked it. I don't remember the exact number, but it was somewhere around under $200 million, which is a fraction of your Shibas, your Dogecoin, stuff like that. So whenever you see projects that are in the $100 million mark area, a lot of times if you can even buy in when it's less than $100 million, obviously you're going to have a better opportunity of an upward movement. But even at $100 million, $150 million, if this gets a lot of hype, if a lot of people are talking about it, a lot of people already are searching for it, this thing could explode up to maybe $1 billion, if not more, in the next coming months, as long as the market is thriving. So again, we bounced at the 382 at the 14 mark. Right now we're currently sitting at 15.8. Looks like it wants to retest that next fib line at around 236, which would be at the 16.8 mark. That would be let's see here, that would be somewhere around a 8% gain. So nothing crazy, easily can do that. It looks like if we kind of zoom in a little bit, it looks like it's really just consolidating in this little area right now. A lot of times when that happens, it maybe will form like a W pattern, and maybe send it up to this next fib. We'll have to see. If it does break through this, or whenever it breaks through this 236 fib at around 16, basically 17, you're looking at these are local highs. So this isn't the all-time high, obviously. That was back in November. This is the local highs where it's been stuck at multiple times. It bounced multiple times and basically got rejected. That was good. You want to see this happen where it just keeps testing this resistance. Unfortunately, it did this last time get pushed down, and I think that's because let's see here. That was basically the last few days. The market kind of, as a whole, was going down a little bit. So I think that just got part of the whole market going down. Bitcoin was down, under 24,000, stuff like that. So I think it brought everything down. Bitcoin is back up currently at around 24,250. So it did shoot back up over 24,000. Nice support. That's awesome for Bitcoin. And the reason why I bring Bitcoin up is because you got to follow Bitcoin for a lot of these projects, or all of them, just to see what the narrative is in the whole crypto market. If Bitcoin crashes down to 15,000, a lot of these, it doesn't matter if these things are not going parallel with Bitcoin, they will eventually have a bleed because Bitcoin is not doing good. But Bitcoin has been doing relatively good, knock on wood. So what I'm getting to is this consolidation right here. Probably, if as long as Bitcoin's holding, most likely, like I said, we'll test this next fib line. And if we can get enough support, we'll probably see a retest of this local high somewhere around the 18.7 mark. It might need to retest this mark multiple times again, or maybe just because it's already tested it 3 or 4 times, maybe a few more times before we're going to see a retest of that local high. That local high is going to be it's going to be basically at the 2 mark. So where that is, that's going to be some major support, just because it's a all-time high. Definitely could break right through if we're having some crazy gigapump, some kind of a rally. Other than that, we'll have to map it out. I think from there on, you're going to see just levels of like from the 20. And this is obviously considering that we're going to be pumping. You're going to see the 20, the 21, most likely the 21 and a half, 22. Those are going to be the next spots of some resistance. But we'll map it out as we go. Just wanted to bring up this new project to everybody's attention. Obviously, this is not financial advice, so you guys need to make sure you take everything I say with a grain of salt. So again, if you're looking to maybe jump into this project, maybe if we see some kind of a cool off back down to the 382 at the 14 mark, or if we especially see it for whatever reason drop down to the 0.5 at the 13 mark, that would be maybe a good spot, in my opinion, to jump into the project or add to your bag. Other than that, we're going to leave it there. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel so you can get instant alerts whenever I do post videos. Thank you so much.